Hey everyone, Viking back. We're taking a look at CarX Drift Racing Online, a couple of my vehicles. This is the 90s Mazda Miata. I have it kind of set up for time trials, but I got the ultimate kit on now. Here's kind of the stats that I'm set at for the engine. What does it say? It's got about 722 horsepower. Is that right? 722? Um, I really like these Miatas. There's a couple of Miatas. There's a 90s and then a more recent one. We'll go over them. I've been using them a lot. So I like this one. The body kits are pretty cool. I like that it has a hard top that goes all the way back on one of the body kits. Um, this is kind of my little, like I said, time trial machine. Um, it's not overly powerful the way I have it tuned. It could still use some tweaking, but I kind of dialed it back a little bit because I did have it just overkill. This is using the stock Ultimate engine. I did throw a V10 in there for a while, and that was kind of sweet, but it was kind of a drag monster with the V10. Such a small car. So I'm just tooling around. This game has been so fun. There's like 128 different vehicles, and they're not licensed, but you know, you can kind of look up what they are and blah blah blah. So this is an older Miata, and it's just a cool little tiny thing that's fun to drift around. Now it's not the smoothest, you know, it's kind of twitchy, small wheelbase compared to some of the other cars that are a little smoother, handle a little better, but it's fun. I like this little guy. And then yeah, like I said, I usually have this one geared to racing time trials, so it's a little bit harder to drift, but it's grippy, and you know, you just tear around the tracks in it. Fun little vehicle. We'll move on to my next one. Yeah, I just kind of wanted to make a video showing off kind of the cars. I've been playing a lot of this game lately. I haven't posted videos, but I should now that I got the gist of it. Here's my newer Miata. I have a V10 in it, no hood, carbon fiber body, rag top. Top is up. It can be a convertible, both of them if you want. But here's the stats on this: 987 horsepower. Does that say? Far away from my TV. 997. 173 mile an hour top speed, 0 to 60 in 3.49 seconds. And as you can see, I have it dialed down a little bit. I don't even have the max torque. You can get this puppy up to like 1,300 horsepower or something. So as you can see here, this is just a monster for power. And this is kind of my drift. I have the ultimate set up on this, but I swapped it out with a V10 instead of the stock engine. 360s like nothing. And I just kind of like the look of this with just a huge engine, no hood. I don't know, because it has red accents on the engine, so it kind of matches the body. So it's kind of cool. I like the carbon fiber body look as well with the red accents. But this one's a blast. So just tooling around. So those are my two Miatas. I threw in a bonus. I was tweaking the BMW. I don't really know what BMW it is. There's a bunch of BMWs in this game, so this is the well, we'll see when it comes up. But this car right here, you know, once you kind of get the V10 down and you don't spin out and you feather it, it's pretty responsive. It's nice, and it just sounds mean. So this game, you know, with the vehicles, I like to go in and, you know, I'll kind of see what it is stock, give it kind of a look that I like, and then I'll mess around with the engines, and I'm starting to get into tuning, which I wasn't for the first few weeks in my previous videos. I was kind of leaving it stock tuning because I didn't really understand it. You know, I'm not like a big gearhead, but I like racing games, and the tuning is accessible. I feel like it's explains it pretty well, and I just, yeah, like I said, I just wanted to showcase a couple of the vehicles I've been tooling around with that I have been enjoying. I have a bunch more. I mean, I'm going to eventually go through like all of them, but so here's my BMW P. I can't read that, man. I need new glasses. BMW P30. So, I had to get up and get closer to the TV. It's far away. Yeah. So this is my little classic BMW. It's got that good look. I want to say this is a mid '80s, early '90s. Here's the stats on it. I took the turbo off, so it's 500 horsepower, top speed 185. 0 to 60, 3.88 seconds, and it's naturally aspirated, no turbo. I took the turbo off, so we just got the engine power, and it's the stock engine. So it's cool that you can take the turbo off or put the turbo on. So this would make it online with like a muscle car, I think, you know, instead of a, you know, turbo machine. It's a little heavy. As you can see, it's, I mean, not really sluggish, but it feels when you're driving it, it feels weighty. And, you know, it keeps, like here, I went off the track, but I haven't really been driving it that much, so I'm not, you know, compared to the Miatas, it's a little bit more of a boat. But I just think it's cool that, you know, like, you could take the turbos off and have them naturally aspirated, or, you know, throw a turbo on. If I threw the turbo back on here, man, it would just, I mean, it's cool that you don't need to just have it maxed out all the time. I mean, you can, but it's kind of cool to just tweak it how you want and experiment. That's one of the fun things of this game. Here's just a drag race. I'm manually shifting when it gets up to the red, but this isn't too like overly impressive, but it's like a fun, the setup is fun and it handles good. Let's see if I can get a decent little drift going here, but it's got enough power, 500 horsepower, to, you know, get into a slide. And let's see if I can kind of, and be kind of smooth. I haven't got it too crazy sideways or anything, but as you can see, it's, I mean, it handles. You just gotta, when the corners come up, you gotta really kind of get on the brake and keep it on the road. Ooh, that was a nice little short corner. Ooh. Yeah. So this is a good car too. This is a fun car. The BMWs, you know, they look good. I think they look really kind of classy and fun. But man, this game with the vehicles and stuff, it's like, I don't know. I'll just have to show you some more. There's some great ones. But thanks for watching. As always, take care of yourselves. I'll check you in the next vid. Viking out of here. Ran out of time. See you in the next one. Bye.